Hello everyone, this is Lifestyle Gardener. I hope you're doing well today. Welcome to my channel. I need to make something quick to eat today. So I have some leftover daikon radish with carrot and tuna and salt and onions and some black pepper and some other seasoning. I made a salad like this yesterday, but it was too much to eat out at once, so I'm gonna make some sort of fritters with it. And I'm also gonna be putting a few little leaves of Swiss chard that I harvest from the garden inside it. I also harvest like 3 stalks of celery from the garden. I try to eat like 3 stalks of this every day. I'm not every day, every other day, to detox my system. But the reason why I came on today is because unfortunately, but at the same time it's good. My husband and I decided that we were going to be pescatarian, somebody that eat fish, certain fish, not every fish, but certain kind of fish once in a while, and eat eggs, and mostly vegetable, mostly a plant-based diet. And the reason why we decided we are going to do that is because some recent information that is coming out, which I actually know that they were going to do this like long time ago. I know this was their goal of planning on doing this. And when I say they, I mean these people that rule this world. And what? Sorry about that noise. What I heard that's happening is that in UK, I heard that they have a lab in UK where they're making meat in the laboratory. They can make any kind of meat now in the laboratory, claiming that they get cells from certain animals, and they can multiply that cell and create any kind of meat to make it taste like any kind of meat they want. But that's not the way the Most High created meat to be. But that's not the rest of the state. Is the rest of the state. The rest of the state also they have labs also that they're claiming that they're taking human cells and creating any kind of meat, they're taking the human cell, making it taste like chicken, making it taste like beef, any kind of meat that they want, and they claim that you won't be able to tell that it's made from human meat by the way it looks or tastes, and it's more advanced and all of them kind of stuff like that. And me, my husband, being so religious and believe what is in the Bible, we don't believe that we should be eating human beings. We believe it's a sin, not just because it's a sin alone, because we believe if a person eat each other, it could create all sort of disease in the body and so forth. And they're saying that they take special kind of cell from people that live a stress-free life, where they take this special cell from them to create any kind of meat that they want, and it tastes really, really good. But I also heard other report that the cells that they're using is cancerous cell, and if you know how a cancerous cell behave in the body. Once a person have a cancer in their cell and they just keep multiplying if that person is not eating properly, and eventually it takes over the whole body and the person die from that. So they're claiming that these laboratory meat that they're creating, they're able to create meat faster than the regular way they farm food, and it's more environmental friendly, etc., etc. So do your research about that. It's in UK. They're planning on introducing these laboratory meat into the grocery store. At the beginning, they're going to put on the package that is cultured meat, or this meat is human meat, and what kind of meat, what part of the body it comes from, etc., etc. But I also heard another report, they're going to come up with a loophole where they don't have to tell you that whatever meat they have in the grocery store, whatever that it comes from a human being cell and stuff like that. Eventually in the future, that's what they're going to do. They're going to create a loophole saying that if it won't be no different from the way a meat is created from the farm. If it the information is just too much, I can't remember everything. But anyways, they're going to create a loophole where they don't have, eventually in the future, they don't have to tell you that it's a lab grown meat. So you notice the way they introduce certain ideas, they do it little by little, and then boom, they push it in your face. So that's what they're planning on doing. So we were thinking we don't want to be keeping livestock and stuff like that on our property in the future and stuff like that. The only thing that we would want to maybe keep, maybe 1 or 2 dogs, or maybe a cat, maybe and some chicken for eggs and some quail for eggs. But keeping animals is really expensive, and our property is not that big to be keeping every single farm animal on a property just to be able to be eating meat. So we decided that we're going to change our diet and mostly eat plant-based. Don't know how that's going to be. Wish us luck about that. For the past 3 days, we haven't eaten any kind of meat other than fish. We're gonna be eating fish every now and then, and we're going to try in the future maybe just to get the fish that have its bone in it, and try to avoid canned fish in the future. We try our best until we find an excuse not to be eating fish or eggs. So we're going to be eating the eggs until we're able to keep our own chicken to lay our own eggs, and the fish will be eating it until we find a reason not to be eating it. But I know the world that they're trying to create is that we're going to have to depend on them on everything. They want to weaken our immune system. They want to weaken our immune system where we constantly have to need their help to even just to be alive, to be here. And they want us to be eating stuff that they have control over, where we won't have the ability to provide those stuff for ourselves. So that's why they want us to start eating insects. They want us to start eating lab-grown stuff like that in the laboratory. I know about that. They wanted to grow all of our food and animals and everything eventually in the laboratory. They don't want farmers to be around. They only want to be having everything in the laboratory to feed to the public. Who knows what they eat? Maybe they eat everything. I don't know, but yeah, that's the information I have to share with you guys. Do your research, decide what you guys going to do. If you don't mind eating insects, I think eating crickets or insects and stuff like that, that is okay for you. But I know cricket is related to shrimps, and shrimps, according to the Bible, we're not supposed to be eating shrimps. Not everybody believes that, but we believe that. And we don't know what the side effects of eating certain insects is, and because of that, we don't want to be eating those things. So I pray that we're able to be able to eat mostly plant-based and not go back in the grocery store to buy those things, because if eventually you can't, they won't let you know that certain meat is certain things. You could be eating it and you don't know that you're eating it, and I don't think that's good for your body. I don't think you're supposed to be eating anything that's cancerous. I don't think so, because remember I tell you, they're going to create the cell, these meat from cancerous cell from human beings or from animals. Why would you want to be eating those kind of cell? They're not going to let you know that. They're not going to let you know that that's the kind of cell they're using. But make your decisions from that. So I put the flour in here. I'm going to put some water in here. Don't mind the dirty dishes. You know, I'm not perfect. Sometimes I have dirty dishes in the sink. I will do the dirty dishes. I wash them after I finish eat something. So it's not a big deal. I'm not perfect. I wash them afterwards. I'm too hungry to wash them first. Put a little bit more flour in here. And start frying them up. This information that I'm sharing with you guys, I'm not sharing with you to be negative. I'm sharing it with you guys so that you get the heads up of things and you don't find out this information before it's too late. Everybody can make their own decision what they're going to do in their life. Everybody's entitled to live the way they want to live. But for those that think like me, I like to share some of the things that I think. I like to share information to help those people that want to avoid certain things. Because not everybody cares about what I care about, right? But those that care, I like to share the information for those people mainly. So I'm going to turn on the stove. It's really good. It's actually really good that I didn't can up a whole bunch of meat this year. I didn't, because I didn't know that they were going to start to do it with the meat. Do that this year. I know like 3 years ago that they mentioned that they were going to be making lab grown meat and stuff like that, and make human meat for us to consume and stuff like that. But I didn't know when they were going to plan it and introduce it. But they're going to be doing it this year, and I'm so glad I didn't can up a whole bunch of meats and stuff like that. I have a few products with little bit of chicken and beef in there, or chicken broth and beef broth. Once all of my meat product is finished, I am not going to be buying those anymore. The only thing that I'll still buy is milk, butter, maybe yogurt once in a while, or kefir. My end goal is to be able to get milk from the farmer directly, but until then, those are the things that I'll be buying still. So I'm going to be mostly plant-based. I'll be eating fish once in a while and eggs still, but I'm not going to be vegan yet until I have a reason to do that, because we tried to do that before in the past. It was really hard. What happened, we were craving meat, at least to eat it once a week or twice a week. But for religious reason now, we're gonna have to really try best not to be eating meat anymore. Because we don't have money to be keeping livestock, and our property is not that big for us to do that anyways, nor do I have energy to be keeping livestock. Having a big garden is already big enough, already a lot of takes a lot of energy already to do that, to maintain. And I have health issues where I need to take care of before I even think about taking on any kind of issues like that, so do what we can. Another thing that we can probably do is probably pray that the Most High change our taste bud to crave more vegetables and not crave meat anymore. We can start doing that. I don't think I did do that when I was vegetarian and when I was vegan. I don't think I did do that to crave to change my appetite for those things. But I think I'm going to start to do that. I know prayer can change things, change your situation. You just have to have faith that your prayers will be answered, because there's no point of praying about something that you don't believe that it's going to happen. So I'm hoping that this will work out to the best, because you know what the Bible said, our body is a temple of God. So if we're putting a whole bunch of crap in our body, which we're all doing, because there's some things that we just can't avoid, but whatever we can avoid, we should try to do that. So I can turn over this one. The thing is, I never did any kind of fritters like this before. It's my first time. I just spontaneously decide I am going to make it into fritters. Hope it tastes good. I am going to have to find creative ways to get more vegetables and more plant-based protein in my diet. Now I have no choice, because I don't want to be tricked into eating those things anymore in the future. Seems to look good so far. I just keep flipping it over and over until it gets to the right color that I like. You know the thing that's so funny? I just remembered, like, I think 4 years ago also, or 3 years ago also, I heard that they're planning on giving us cockroach milk also in the future. So eventually I'm gonna have to stop buying milk from the grocery store once they start doing that, because I won't be able to trust any kind of milk that I see, because I won't be able, I don't know if I'll be able to tell the difference the way it tastes. So basically anything that the Most High say that is good, the way of living and eating, they want us to eat the opposite of that, or live in the opposite of that, because they're not working for the Most High, they're working for the God of this world, you know. I have to press the side part to make sure the side get cooked also with the spatula. So I'm going to have to be doing a lot of canning for beans. I have to stock up on beans, and not just for the winter, but also because I'm going to be eating it even more. So I have to can them up so that I can spend less time in the kitchen cooking them. I'm trying to research also how to make my own tofu. I have organic tofu beans. I rather to make the tofu from scratch. What I always tell is always better to make stuff from scratch at home than to make it pre-made, because at least you know what ingredients is in it. So if you're gonna eat any soy products, make sure it's organic products. Make sure it's organic and it's not GMO, because those are the ones that's bad for you, not the organic one. Because I know before they did research saying, oh, soy product is bad for you, but they don't tell you what kind of product, what kind of soy is bad for you. It's a genetically modified one that is bad for you, and the one that is not organic is bad for you. There's a lot of people in African country, they eat a lot of soy, and they eat in Asian country they eat a lot of soy. But here in North America, they put genetically modified soy products in our food. That's the one that is bad for us, not the one that is organic. There's all sort of mosquitoes that's coming inside here because the door is open. I find that when you mostly eat plant-based, you have to eat a lot more food, otherwise you'll get hungry more often. For me, I notice. I don't know for anybody else. And you get more hungry when you wake up. As soon as you wake up, then if you eat meat every now and then in your diet. So that's gonna be a little bit hard for me to get used to. And you have to really know how to cook it to make it taste good. And I'm very picky eater. If the food don't taste good, it's very hard for me to force myself to eat it. So those are good. A little bit of oil. Coconut oil for this one. So this is what they look like. I'll taste it and let you know if it tastes good or not. I'm having it with eggs and mayonnaise. Actually, it tastes good. It actually tastes like cabbage with carrots and onions, but I didn't put no cabbage in here. Maybe the reason why it tastes like cabbage because of the daikon radish. I'm not sure, but this is delicious. I'll make it again, definitely. Well, anyhow, you guys, I wish you all the best. Talk to you another day. Bye.